Air signs. Let's do it. All right, my air signs. I was about to say Aries. Oh my gosh. My Libra, Aquarius, and Geminis, my air signs. Let's get into it. Last but certainly not least, what is going on for my air signs? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Oh, good Lord, have mercy. Okay. So again, you guys are also in a tiff with somebody. Not everybody, but you guys also have some sort of miscommunication happening with somebody. Minimal communication or full communication has stopped. But let's see what else is going on for you guys the week of August 14th, 2023. My air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Let's get to it. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. What's going on for my Libra, Aquarius, Gemini for the week of August 14th? I gotta turn this off for a little bit because this is like ridiculous with this air. I didn't even realize how loud the air was. Oh, yeah. Some of you are definitely going through like a wake up fucking call. Yep. All right. This is definitely happening for you guys this week. Some of you are having a major like tower moment. Some of you are having a major like breakdown where things may possibly seem, oh my gosh, everything is just coming crashing down. But here's the thing. Things are coming down, crashing down in order for you to take that other path, in order for you to stick to your boundaries, in order for you to recognize those boundaries, in order for you to heal internally and for you to really truly rise above. Kind of like that Phoenix rising, boo-boo. Some of you possibly went through like a surprise and not a good one, right? Like, you know, like there might have been something that kind of like chaotic that possibly happened. And some of you might actually be going through that this week. Yep. Some of you are definitely in your masculine energy, all right? Some of you definitely are in your masculine energy. Some of you have like a legal matter that's happening as well. I get that really strongly here with the King of Swords. Some of you definitely have like a legal matter happening. Some of you need to really start thinking about how you're going to step away from like the logical part of your brain and really start using your heart to make decisions here. Some of you, like I said, are really learning to really set boundaries this week. Some of you are absolutely fucking learning to set boundaries this week. Some of you are definitely taking the first. It's almost like something came, like happened here for some of you that came crashing down, that made you kind of awaken, right? Because you have awakening twice here with the Tower and the Judgment. Some of you have definitely like gone through it already or will be going through it, like I said, this week, because it's almost like, and I was literally just talking about this, like sometimes things have to completely crash down. And I always say this, right? Don't I always say that if you don't take the risk and you don't make the change in your life that is needed in order for you to start like your journey, in order for you to really go down your path, don't I always say that if you don't do that, it's coming. God will do it for you, right? Like if you don't do it, God's going to come right through and he's going to do that for you, boo-boo, okay? Some of you that happen and some of you that will be happening this week, right? Because it's going to like have you learn to set those boundaries. It's going to have you to learn how to make those decisions based on your heart instead of your head. Because some of you think about things very logically, like if I do this or if I shake the boat or whatever, you know, I don't want people talking about me, or like I want to keep the peace. Like sometimes you just can't worry about that. Sometimes you need to base the decisions based off of your heart. What is it that you're feeling, not what you're thinking? You need to base decisions based on what you're feeling, my air signs. Stop going in your head and questioning everything. Stop going within and thinking everything logically. Sometimes decisions, you can't make it that way. Sometimes you have to go with what your intuition's telling you. What is your gut telling you? You don't hold on to something just because, like I said, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't, you know, let me not do that because no, F that. Times for being like proper, you know, and all this stuff and being polite, that's done, because then it's going to eat you up inside. And then who's worried about you? You understand what I'm saying? So you need to start making sure that you think about these things very, very like with your heart. You need to start thinking with your heart. Stop thinking about things with your head. You need to stand in your power. You need to stand your ground. You need to stand with your boundaries, and you need to make sure that you're determined to get past all this, right? Like you need to have that determination. You need to have that wake up call, that kind of like, it's almost like God's giving you that second chance for you to wake up and be like, okay, are you going to listen now? Are you going to listen? You're going to go forward? Like, are you going to you're going to still try to like take the wheel a little bit, or you're going to finally absolutely fucking release and go forward with what I'm trying to tell you. Some of you have a partnership here that I feel like is slowly but surely developing, right? Like some of you have probably been thinking like, damn, do I still want to proceed with this? Do I want to kind of like maybe do something different? Like, what do I do, right? But there's definitely a breakdown happening where now you're going to start thinking about your two different paths, my air signs, all right? So my Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, there's definitely something happening here this week for some of you where it's going to start getting you to think about two different paths. Like, do you want to proceed on this road, or do you want to finally see what's going down this road that God has provided for you? So just be mindful of that, because that type of, you know, upheaval, sudden change, chaotic type of energy, like it's coming. For some of you, it already has happened, but for some of you, it will be happening. It's just a rough patch. It's a tough time, but you're going to get it together, because again, it's going to force you to go down the proper path. It's almost kind of like you're on the road and there's two signs and you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, if I go down this way, this is a dirt road. There might be some attackers over here. Who the hell knows? And then it's like all of a sudden, like something happens where it gears you toward, it like forces you to get off the road to go to the right path. It's almost kind of like exactly that. That's exactly what's happening this week. All right. What else for my air signs? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. What else? Yep, clarifying desires being, oh, there we go. There goes the shadow work. What did I say? See, what did I say about all the breakdowns, right? And then what did I say about having those two paths to choose from? Look at that. Having vision, trying to see where you are going, reminding yourself why you began a journey in the first place. Lots of shadow work to be done here this week. Lots of feelings that have been repressed, abandoned, that are going to be coming up, and you're going to have to be dealing with them. But you need to make sure you're very, very specific about what you're trying to do. Be very specific. I cannot say that enough for you guys. Be very, very specific about what you want. All right? And then never give up on your dreams. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. There's like a force happening here that's beyond your control. That's what it feels like. There's literally a force happening here that's beyond your control. What else for Libra, Aquarius, Gemini? It almost kind of reminds me, there's like a, I can't remember the movie or whatever, but there's like a movie where like somebody's in a tunnel, right? And they're like on this little machine and they're in the tunnel, and then all of a sudden like they're trying to go this particular way, but then the actual train thing goes down and then they head towards a different path. It's almost like that. Like if you're being forced down a different path, the proper path to get you to safety. That's what it is, you know? And it feels crazy. It feels chaotic. It feels yucky, but it's gonna be beneficial. Yep, there you go. What did I say? Fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine purpose in life. Like fully supported, infinite abundance for you guys, but you have to break yourself down. You have to go through all this. It has to happen, but you are supported by God and the universe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's what's coming across this entire thing. It's like it's forcing you to go into what your divine purpose is. It's literally forcing you to go down the path that you're supposed to go down. Because like I said, you either do it and do the work on your own, or you get forced to do it. Because regardless, the good, the bad, the ugly, it's all happening for you, not to you. So I need you guys to keep that in mind. It's happening for you and not to you. I know some of you might sit there and think to yourselves like, oh my God, you know, like, I can't believe, you know, like, what, you know, how much more am I supposed to take and all that stuff. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. All the good, the bad, the ugly that happens in this world, I know we don't see it that way. It's hard for us to see it that way, but it's happening for us. It's happening for our benefit, not to us. Look at that. You guys have balance. Balance and loving friends. So I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. My friends raise me up and hold me to the best that I can be. I am loved unconditionally and supported throughout my journey. I release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. Look at that shit. See what I'm talking about? Some of you could be dealing with that. I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with them, but I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being with friends and having self-care time. Need I say more, my air signs, my Libra, Aquarius, Gemini? Need I say more? So some of you could be dealing with that situation in regards to the fact that there's certain things you have to let go of, all right? I love you guys, and I will see you next week.